Welcome, ChiroSecure members. So great to have you join us today for the Tech Neck Trek, guiding consumers down the path to better posture. I'm Dr. Sherry Mattern, the Executive Vice President for the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, and I'm delighted to have you with us today. And joining us in working with the consumers for May, which happens to be Better Posture Month. And I think chiropractors have a lot to add to this particular topic. And I want to jump in first, thanking our sponsors. ChiroSecure could not be more supportive for us. And the Foundation's opportunities to present some of these great resources for you could not happen without the support that we get from our corporate sponsors. So a shout out to ChiroSecure for always being there for us and helping make our presentation better and working forward to do the best we can for our consumers. A first opportunity to share with you, we are having a fundraiser for the foundation in our group membership program. If you mark this date down, see if your calendar's open. Dr. Mark Shred is just one of the fabs. He's just wonderful. He's easy to listen to. He's enjoyable. He's what I call edutainment. And if your date is open on May 18th and 19th in Dubuque, Iowa, he will be presenting a 21st century approach of extremity adjusting. All proceeds will go to the foundation for us to continue to do more resources for you to use for your consumers. So please note that down. We're very grateful to Foot Levelers for supporting us on this next adventure too. And again, if that date is open and you'd like to continuing education, every dollar you spend is going to come right back to us to do resources you're going to see in today's presentation. So today we're talking about Tech Neck. And the trek that we're making, the journey, is all of our journeys. We're all working together to improve our postures, improve our health, and get the message of the benefits of chiropractic. Chiropractic owns posture. And that's because we're the best to take care of the spine, and the spine is the foundation, as we all know. So when you're in your practice and you look over and you've got the parent on the table, and this happens to me, and I look over and there's the son or daughter on the chair looking very much like that. You need to know it's your responsibility, and it takes time, even though your waiting room is full, to educate them on the Tech Neck Rec. So there's going to be 4 words in an infographic: in, up, back, down. It can be that simple and that fast. And the best part is, once we get through this, you'll be able to educate those young people in your office in moments. But first, we got to get to the facts. You probably all remember that 80% of our consumers will have back pain, lower back pain at one point in their life. What's not a well-known fact is actually 75% of consumers will actually have neck pain. In fact, neck pain is one of the top 5 chief complaints that walk into a primary care physician's office. So if you think about that, that's our opportunity to educate. Also important for you to remember that sitting for 95% of your day, which for chiropractors, we don't have that luxury or detriment, but it adds to twice the risk for neck pain the longer we sit. So we want to make sure that we're giving our patients the education that they need based on their ergonomics in their activities of daily life. So technology, while wonderful, plays a role in how our body is well maintained and how we take care of it. If we work towards better posture, we're going to be working towards better health. So how do we educate our patients about what are the signs of Tech Neck? We all have the cell phone that goes in our hand and our head drops down and our elbow pops out and our back starts to hunch. And then before you know it, we get neck pain, or we get headaches, or we get pain down the arm. These are the signs of Tech Neck. Bad posture is one of those signs of Tech Neck that relates to the next and ongoing symptomology. So we need to stop the signs of Tech Neck, the neck pain, the headaches, the rounded shoulders, and the tightness in our back that is created by the head going down, the elbow going out, and the shoulders rounding forward. So when you start thinking about the signs of Tech Neck and you're describing it to a patient, you do just the opposite. You talk to them about the 4 words: in, up, back, down. we got to get that elbow in, because as soon as you bring the elbow in, your hand's going to come up, which means that in, up, the chin needs to come up. Back, down, shoulders need to go back and down. It's a relaxed posture, and it's very simple. In, up, back, down. You make those words be very familiar with your patients, and it can be an easy opportunity to them take it to their children as well and their family. As we go through, and I mentioned earlier, we do fundraisers, and we do these because we want our eBooks, our white papers to be printed and handed out, and communities often ask us for that, and the cost obviously is sheltered and shouldered by the foundation. So we want to be able to offer this book, Good Posture. Good posture helps back pain. Many of our patients suffer with back pain, and they don't even relate it to their posture. And this is an opportunity to relate it back to them. Now, remember something. If you need to bring forth what good posture does, have your patients feel it. There's nothing better than having them hunch over, bend their head all the way down, and then ask them to take that big breath, right? It's very difficult when you're in a rounded shoulder posture, head down, to take a big breath in. And remember, when we can't take a big breath in, we're not inspiring, we're not increasing our oxygen levels, we're not relaxing our muscles. So we have to showcase what posture looks like and how it can change the way we look and feel. The best way to do this is think about a 20-pound weight in your hand. And as you think about the head going forward, it adds pressure to the spine. So when you have that weight in your hand and you start bringing the elbows away from your body, the fulcrum changes. The amount of weight and the ability for you to keep that weight steady and still puts a great deal of stress on your arms, and then it'll go into your upper back. So think that when the head goes forward, it's a fulcrum, and the fulcrum changes, adding almost up to, in some cases, depending on how far forward that head is, almost twice the level of tension in the neck and upper shoulders. So wouldn't it be great if we could all just do a nice letter to a principal in the area where you live, and you put this paper, Posture 101, in the back. Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so. I'd like to ensure that your students are paying attention to their posture during Posture Month, and that posture is a journey. What we practice doesn't make us perfect. It makes it permanent. So if we're practicing poor posture during the day, it will be inevitable that we'll have poor postural problems. So a Posture 101 sheet like this one, What Posture Can Tell Us About the Muscle System, fabulous opportunity to educate in the community. As we get further, we know our social media reaches a variety of different audiences. And you can see some of the audiences we're looking at, whether it be male or female, opportunities to educate, and also the age group that we have. For example, when we get to the one on the left, you feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. We've got some younger people on there. In the middle, we've got our tech worker. I'm in Silicon Valley. This is the posture that I see often. We got a heavy bag that they bring into my office because they don't want to leave their computer in the car, and it's slung over one shoulder, and their head goes down, their elbows go out, their shoulders are rounded. Then we've got our high heels. Ladies, we all love our high heels, but we also need an opportunity to educate our women that when you do put your body in a high heel shoe, depending on how many inches tall that is, it changes our fulcrum. And that's our opportunity to educate. Another great way to do so is by video. This can be inserted into your newsletter or just put it right onto your website. It's Posture Month. I want to share with you what posture is and what tech neck is. So I'm going to play it for you.
Millions of Americans spend 8 to 9 hours a day at a sedentary office job, slouched over desks, looking down at keyboards, and wondering why their physical and mental health is suffering. 2 words: tech neck. The more time spent staring down at a screen or a mobile device, the more weight that is placed on your neck, equivalent to the weight of a 10-pin bowling ball. Headaches, along with upper back, shoulder, neck, and arm pain, are just a few of the physical complaints associated with poor posture and tech neck. To achieve and maintain proper postural habits, always look at digital devices with a neutral spine. Chin up, shoulders back, and pull down. Good posture will help to boost self-esteem, and improve how others see you. Doctors of chiropractic who have spent 7 years gaining their higher level education specialize in spinal health and wellness and are specifically trained to provide hands-on care that helps to naturally align and strengthen the spine, as well as counsel patients about nutrition, exercise, and proper body positioning tips. If you are experiencing tech neck and want to improve your posture, find a doctor of chiropractic near you. Visit f4cp.com/find a doctor.
Great opportunities for you to use on your social media. You can use this going forward in your website. And then what if you did a PowerPoint presentation and you added that into the mix? I think these are all very powerful ways to really help get the messaging across. Another piece of our Tech Neck Trek is our toolkit. And these are great opportunities to go through. You'll see that there's a link at the bottom here that talks about the Tech Neck Trek, and it'll show you what toolkit resources are available for you to use. You could do anything as simple as printing up a poster and taking it to a community event or some type of community outreach that you would like. Maybe it's an elementary school or a Kiwanis club or even a church group. The libraries do them too. In fact, I was invited to a library presentation the other day, and having a poster that you could leave behind that just showcases opportunities for all of us to improve our health. Chiropractors are uniquely qualified to do this type of care, and we need to ensure that they are aware of our benefits that are served when they come to a doctor of chiropractic. So utilize our Tech Neck toolkit to be able to get more information out there. I think it's most important that we have something easy to deliver. Remember, all of our our emails are really flowing through our inboxes, are overflowing, but sometimes just getting a piece of paper that they can share or pin up in their cubicle or take to another family member that might be suffering. Posture basics to share with your patients. Simple, easy, and it'll take you less than a minute to go over with them, just to make sure that we're all on the same page in doing better for our neck and our posture. I also want to take a moment just to give you an update on what the foundation is doing. So we're showing our benefits of chiropractic care around the nation. If in fact you pick up Prevention Magazine for May, you're going to see Live Your Best Life Pain-Free. So we're really working on great new opportunities to have information easy for them to find. On the left-hand side, you'll see the Employer Benefit Advisor, and this is being able to showcase integrating chiropractic care into the healthcare clinics. Why is that important? Because oftentimes when someone's suffering with a neuromusculoskeletal problem as an employee, they have to leave their work and go somewhere else. Well, we want our employers to see the benefits of not going to an invasive possible painkiller option, but to go somewhere that we all know is non-pharmacological and safe. The last piece, as we're coming around the corner and to deliver to you, this is our new eBook. It actually dropped this morning. And in my backdrop, you'll see Salt Lake City, Utah. I'll be there in 48 hours at the American Chiropractic Board of Sports Physicians Annual Conference. And we'll be presenting a case for chiropractic, disrupting the cycle of pain, prescription, and addiction. This particular booklet is an easy read. It's something that I think every coach, athlete, parent, anybody who's involved in sports really needs to read, because we have to get the word out on the unsafe practices of using painkillers when we're not using a non-pharm safe, effective treatment approach. So look for that in your inbox. If you're not a foundation member, please do join us, because we welcome you with open arms. I want to remind you that ChiroSecure will be hosting its next Facebook Live next Tuesday at this time. So don't miss us, and do look for us if you're at the American Chiropractic Board of Sports Physicians Annual Conference in Salt Lake City, Utah. We would love to see you. I thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to being back with you next month. Thank you.